the old thing that was in the center of the truck, and I pulled that out and I tested all the wires. None of the wires were working, so I cut them and pretty much put them all away. And now this is where this is gonna take over. Why the heck not? This whole mechanism it's working, but it's just kind of grody looking. Put a little varnish on this stuff too. I didn't get the black out of it, but
the water pump's still not working.
Darn.
I hear it making noise, but and everything. But
so we're making a thing. Katie's visiting us.
you got the screws?
Yeah. Wow, nice job. That's better. It really is.
Yeah.
It's the small things. Now we're gonna figure out why our light for the trailer, hopefully. We're gonna look at it. This looks better too. Much better. We got signal. I got a blinker going right now.
Watch this. Watch that.
Okay.
What if it does anything?
It was doing. Yeah.
Listen.
The pink.
I said, do dualies wave to each other? You know your bus was good.
Layla. Where are you? Oh, there you are. It's Layla's first ride in the truck. Getting used to a new vehicle. Figuring out all the kinks. Listening to the kinks. On our way to Flagler. We're on the front tank, and when we pick up speed a little bit, we notice that the fuel filter light kind of comes on. Oh yeah, there it is. When you give it a little bit more gas, it shows it's starving for fuel a little bit. So don't know if it's a faulty reading or maybe the fuel filter is a little clogged, and when we give it a little more revs, it's starving for fuel a little bit or something. But just learning the car, you know, gotta drive it.
Filter for it at the shop. I can change it tomorrow and see what happens if it goes away.
Right.
I guess that's what we're gonna have to do.
Right. And then we'll know if it's a faulty reading or not. And then, yeah, just testing everything out. We gotta do that too. And we're not going too far. If we break down, it's far enough where it would suck. But at least we know family's around to help. So.
Tomorrow we're supposed to drive and get that camper out.
Yeah, so we want to test it then too.
I change the fuel filter before we go? Or?
I don't know. See how it does here. Then we'll kind of know. I don't know. Bought this stove for herself, and it got delivered to the house, and it's the cutest. Look at how cute that little oven is.
And this is the burner for that one. This is the burner for that one. And this is the stove.
That's cute. The filter light came on. So the filter was just changed in this thing, but we did run out of gas, run out of diesel on our way from the other coast of Florida, and maybe we got some gunk in this filter, or maybe that's why the fuel filter light came on. So we have a spare filter, so we're gonna swap it out, see if that does anything. And if not, then it's in the tanks. the tank filters, which sucks. We gotta drop the tank and pull those filters off and modify to make it better. But hopefully it's just this, and we can safely drive over to the west coast of Florida to pick up a camper top that we found. We gotta go over there. We're gonna go there today. But yesterday the fuel filter light came on, so that makes us nervous to drive 2.5 hours over to the other coast of Florida again and break down. Just emptied the filter.
You want to get good at this anyway, man. This needs to be our...
There is some gunk in it, actually.
The bottom of the tank.
Yeah. Alright, hopefully this does it. We shall see.
The rest of that should drain out.
So I checked all the fuses. I had a little continuity, little checker, fuse checker. I checked all of them. All the fuses work, which is great.
It overflows a little, so you want to put some rags all around it.
Right.
You know? So you might need some more rags.
Okay, I'm gonna go grab some right now. Alright, we changed the fuel filter. That's all we could do right now. Oh, and we got our tag light working, which was important for the ride. So we'll see if it does it anymore. Hopefully not. That'll make us feel better if it doesn't, but also hopefully it doesn't do it again. Maybe just got some gunk in it from, you know, driving it out of fuel. Okay, we changed the fuel filter.
I don't know for sure yet, because I've seen it not do it at that reservoir.
Okay, that was pretty high though. Just don't get a ticket driving around this fast around here. We're trying to test the vehicle out, but we don't want to get too far away. We're trying to rev it up high to see if that thing does that again.
Even in second gear when I was revving it high, it was doing it. Someone said change the filter if you run out of fuel.
Okay, well, we just did.
Yeah, it looked clean when I went in there, but
Yeah.
I bet you all that junk.
Did whatever
I'll watch
it did.
it, see that just in second gear, I won't go fast while revving.
It would have already started doing it.
Yeah, look at this.
Yay! We did it! It started dying. We changed the fuel filter, but it did not help. So it's the tank, unfortunately. So we cannot make it to our destination to get the topper. Hopefully we can make it home so we don't have to get a
Go ahead and
tow.
call that guy and tell him.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, well. Laid some glass. It was a little windy, so we had to tape it down. But Pete cut out and repaired and patched this spot right here and this spot, which we didn't have enough fiberglass, so I'll have to
That's
get
where
more.
the mask goes through.
Oh, okay.
We just coated it, but
Put a little more on there.
once we repair any repairs on that side, we'll
Yeah, we'll do this side
blast
because we
that
gotta do.
half of it, and then we'll blast this little section when we're all done
Yeah,
around that hatch.
yeah. So we've been fighting weather a little bit. Not fighting. We've been going with it, but you know,
We
you
just gotta
kind
do
of have to.
sections so we can get it done before it rains, and to cover this thing up with a cover would be smart, but you know,
It's windy and they'd be messing with that tarps all the time.
You know, that's a week-long job in itself.
Yeah, that's why we brought Norna to Maine. We had to do our decks in Norna. Our decks weren't really bad. They just needed new cotton and oakum in it. But still, in order to do that job, you have to be in a building. It's actually a steel boat. Look at that. Ooh. Ew. Got one poured out. Ew, gross. That's pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Man, these ports were put in so bad.
Not enough corking.
Like none. Like that's how much caulking was on them. That. Just that. That's it. That's horrible.
Well, at least he didn't use 5200, but he could have used a little something.
That is really bad. Wow. And then there's so many different kinds. It's like there's Phillips heads, there's straight slots, there's inserts. It's not even like some of them spin on their own. Like you don't even have to help it out. Like, it's not through bolted. That's a big boat. It's a 70-foot steel schooner with plywood decks. And they were leaking for many years.
Up there. Yeah, and that's right about where we were. So I really probably need to go a little further.
Okay.
I didn't go far enough. Let's try that.
Maybe it was just sucking off the top of it.
Yeah.
And it couldn't.
Pete's causing a back pressure with blowing on that gray tube, and then the fuel comes out of the green tube.
That's what we hope. That's what it's supposed to happen.
But it wasn't really working, so it makes us wonder if we have vent issues, because that back tank is leaking. So it's kind of like if you suck a straw and there's a hole in it, the straw won't work, sort of thing.
That's in there further now.
Okay.
What the heck?
All right, so this is concluding our thinking here, at least right now until we actually pull the tank. But I think we're thinking that it has a vent issue, and that's why it's because this usually works. This
supposedly we never tried it, but we watched it online.
Yeah, like a few people did it and it worked.
Yeah.
Okay, you're trying to upward motorbolt, that ain't working either. So we're losing here. Shoot. Finally got it to work. It must have been in the tank and then circling back up, you know, and it's just not working correctly. So it is dumping the fuel into the tank.
And pull it out like that, it'll just come
It
out.
won't go any further that way. The tank on top of here is hitting right up against there. So I got
Go that way, this down.
In the tank.
It won't come that way either because it's hitting right here.
It's got
As
all
soon
the
as I get
hoses
past
in
this,
then.
we'll be good.
No, you're saying it can't come up at all though?
Up with what?
Like, angle it up, and then we can pull it out like this.
Angle what up?
The top of the, hold this down, and angle that top up, and then slide
Yeah,
out
try
like
that back maybe for a minute.
That's
Maybe I
what
can
I'm
go
saying,
up
like
with it.
if we can get this shit out of the way, and then...
Maybe that's why that was bent, Pete.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, it looks like it was untied, or it was tied up there. Because that we don't want to not make work. We want to make sure it works.
Okay, now.
So we're finding all of the problems that I guess something wasn't connected properly from the.
Okay, go ahead and take the
it'll
water.
slide out.
Okay. It was leaking. I think this thing was leaking. This is a vent line. They got filters in there that clog up all the time, so people get rid of them and put in a hose, a longer tube that goes down once you get rid of the filters. And then you can put a filter in line if you want. There you go. But you don't even need to, they say, because it filters up the only thing that could get clogged is your lift pump. And they say the lift pump's not going to get clogged unless it's a big giant chunk.
I don't know.
This is actually the thing that this is actually the thing that comes up and down that tells you if the fuel's working. Oh, dude, that's fucked up. Really?
I mean, what's going on here?
Wait a minute. This one doesn't have any of those filters. This must be the new style that doesn't have the. See, there's the thing that tells you. Oh, that just fell off. That's not good.
Rag.
Let me get him a clean rag. How does it tell you how much fuel?
This goes up and down. And we should be getting resistance in that.
Yeah, but the
We can put an
wires have
ohmmeter
been
on
cut.
there and
See
see
if it's
what
got
it
any-
reads.
Yeah. So that's why you can't, your gas gauge doesn't work.
Don't see no filter in this.
It's supposed to be a screen. Yeah, there's no filters on
Did
this
it fall
thing.
off? Can we get a light now?
Yeah, get a light in there. I see a. Here, let's not fuck this up. Let's just I think I see it laying down in there. What is it? Yeah, that's the screen.
Oh, yeah.
There's the stupid filter. Which we don't need no more.
No, this isn't the filter.
Oh.
This is just a screen. This is fine to have. That just screens the big shit, you know?
Mm-hmm.
That's not gonna get clogged up unless you got and you don't want those kind of chunks going
Yeah.
in. But usually these have a filter in them, those little ones, and this one doesn't have that.
Which is good.
So it's good.
Yeah.
That's already eliminated.
So we put a hose clamp on there.
Which wasn't. That thing wasn't even on there, was it?
No, it was
This
off.
fell off.
The
Put
screen.
an O-ring in that.
Yeah, we put an O-ring in that to hold that little suction
Now,
piece because
I
that was
can't pull
missing.
that out.
We can't find anything online about what that does.
What that
It's
is.
It's a one-way, but we figured out it's a one-way valve.
Yeah.
And if it's just open with nothing in it, because our little thing fell off in the tank,
Yeah.
you know you got a problem.
Yeah. It should be on there.
It should be on there.
And it wasn't.
And it wasn't.
You really don't want that sucking.
And then we also tested the continuity of the pickup so that we know which sender we need. Or whatever it's called. Is it a sender?
Yeah. Front first.